What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your man G Lloyd.
And it's your man's clearly coming to y'all live on Tuesday, then and now. We told y'all we'd be coming to y'all live on Monday, but as a lot of y'all know, yesterday happened to be a cultural holiday.
420.
420. So y'all already know the date was. So we was out at the haberdashery events enjoying some of the exhibits. So we got some of that footage that should be uploaded up on our page from where we was at yesterday, and it was a lot going on, from a live performances, boxing, comedy show, vendors, food. It was a lot going on, and as y'all know, smoking. Well, I definitely got wasted. Yikes! So we gonna get right over to this thing. Yeah, I was wasted, y'all. Well, I had to leave the event, but anywho, that was my desired effect. But anywho, we gotta get right off to this thing because it's a lot. You want to start here, or you want to go elsewhere? Well, since we from Detroit, we got to start here. Hometown first, home court advantage. That's what we gonna call it. So, all right, we have an incident that happened on the news with a Charger and 3 individuals that was
6 Mile and Lasher.
Yeah, Lasher. And from the video footage and what the police has put out there is that the guy that did the actual shooting, he was a victim. Wow. So I don't know. We're gonna have to let the police sort that out, but that definitely happened. Then we got another incident on Grand River where a 3-car accident happened. And the 3-car accident that happened caused another gun battle. Wow, yeah, they toting iron around here, you know what I'm talking about? And they shooting, let me tell you. So this shootout occurred because a 3-car accident caused an accident, and the 2 individuals didn't see eye to eye. And both of them was armed, and both of them became dangerous. Whoa.
Right. Y'all seen that.
I see it. Whoa, we uploaded that also on the Den and Out Instagram page. Y'all make sure y'all go to the Den and Out Instagram page, and y'all will know exactly what we're going to be talking about as the episodes come up. Yikes. Now, in that incident, if you've seen the video, it's all over the place. From what it shows, the one guy caused the accident. So in the process of him causing the accident, he pulled operator out. When he pulls operator out, nigga say, wait a minute, I got an operator too. You know what I mean? Nigga say, since we got him out, let's get down. Nigga walked around to the other side. Young dude let one go. Boom. Old dude let one go. Bang, bang, bang. They get to bang banging at each other in the middle of Grand River. Wow. And let me tell you something. The young dude ran as he was busting back. Old dude stood firm as if he done been here before.
Right. Busting like bah.
And he talking like, nigga, I would kill you out here. Yeah, so I don't know what happened. Hopefully it wasn't nothing fatal that came out of that. I hope they got an understanding clear out of that, because that video is everywhere if y'all haven't seen it. I wish I would have had it uploaded here. I could have showed y'all. Well, matter of fact, no. They would have flagged out. Yeah, I'm telling y'all.
We already got one.
Listen, go see the video. It's out there. It's been up on our Then and Now live dot page on Instagram. It's on IG. So you have that, right? So wait a minute. Teen takeovers. Now, the teen takeovers here, I can't speak about nowhere else because it's happening synonymously in several cities at the same time. So the teen takeover here, I can kind of speak on just a little bit because I kind of know a little bit about what happened. Now, the teen takeovers here in Detroit has caused the businesses downtown to shut down at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They had to close their doors. So they can't even let people in because you have what you have here, a curfew for if you're under the age of 18, if I'm not mistaken, it's 17 and under, you have to be in the house at 10 o'clock. And I think it's 11 p.m. on Fridays, on Friday and Saturdays, yeah, on the weekend, if I'm not mistaken. It could be altered 11 to 12, is between the 10 to 12 midnight window. Now, the white businesses downtown are complaining. Because we know we don't have no business downtown, even though we're 78% black. Mary, whoa. Yeah, I know you just got there. I just said it as a joke, Mary. I know you ain't got nothing to do with that. But we're 78% black and we don't own nothing downtown. So yeah, all of those businesses down there are owned by foreigners and white people. Now, the lady that owns Townhouse specifically, she's the one that did the interview. Now, this message is from us to you. If you are not willing, and you can pass this message on, Miss Townhouse lady, if you're not willing to rebuild the infrastructure of a major city, then you don't need to be doing business in that said city. Because when you're dealing with a city that is 78% black,
Right.
and you have these people that come down there and they don't see people that own businesses that look like them, what do you think they're going to do?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have no type of cultural take on nothing that's going on downtown. None of that money downtown reaches 7 Mile, 6 Mile, Puritan, Finkel, Mac. It don't reach that over there. So my question to y'all, what do y'all have for the infrastructure? Yeah, would they get turkeys out or something like that on
Right.
Thanksgiving? Who don't?
Who don't? Everybody do.
Everybody do. We've given away shoes, backpacks, school clothes, all types of gifts and things of that nature. And we're poor. Or should I say, not so well off as you guys. So my thing to that is, if you're not willing to rebuild the infrastructure, y'all need to get up out of there. Or let the teens take over. Which one is going to be?
Right.
Because the only thing that can happen in a circumstance like this is rebellion. That's it. That's the only thing that can come out of this is rebellion. That is it. So my question to y'all, what do y'all provide for the infrastructure?
Right.
Besides the fact, I should be able to do business wherever I want to do business. No, you can't. And you can't do it nowhere in America like that. And nowhere in the world. Try and go set up a townhouse over in goddamn Dubai and see what happens. Yeah. It's not going to happen. So, with that being said, I understand we have liberties, we have interests, we have statutes that we live by. I get that. But also, if it's not by the people and for the people, then what are we doing? What are we doing? This is Detroit, not Montana or one of them other places, West Virginia or something. No, this is Detroit, a major city, and it's a major black hub. And I'm going to say it one more time. 78% black are the inhabitants of Detroit. And we own 0% of downtown. Nothing.
Nothing.
No buildings, no restaurants, no nothing.
Parking lots.
No nothing. Everybody that's downtown that's operating that is black, African American, culture, whatever you want to call yourself, you're down there leasing or renting to stay at an enormous amount because the real estate in the city is so poor. Wow. Now, Mary, you can do something about that. Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Gilbert has opened up a program. And now, this program is a good program. I ain't gonna even lie. It's a good program. But you have to understand the grift of the program. And that's the part that don't nobody understand. You look at the fact it's $500 million. Yeah, it's a lot of pesos. Goddamn right.
Right.
And he's donating this to the city for you to be able to come downtown and buy one of those buildings that he's brought up, and you can open up a business and do whatever it is you want to do to flourish in said space. You can actually own a building downtown right now as we speak. He's opened up his real estate portfolio to sell off $500 million. He's donated $500 million grant to a program to actually bring businesses to Detroit, but he's also opened up his real estate portfolio where you can sell certain said buildings in his real estate portfolio to open up a business. So it's like go hand in hand.
Right.
So
he has been doing. You know, I mean, one thing about Dan Gilbert, he has been doing a lot, like far as with the in the community downtown, far as giving out grants or loans or things of that nature for because he he do this program every year where all these different businesses they enter a contest to win first prize 250,000. Well, one year was 250,000. Then the second was like 150, 25, 15, stuff like that.
And these
You know
grants
what I
you
mean?
don't have to pay back.
Some of them was some of them was loans, some of them was loans, and I think some of them was grants. I can't, you know what I mean? But definitely, the money was given out.
Okay,
you know
so
what I mean? But I don't really know all the capacity of it.
what you had to do to qualify for it.
Right.
All right, so in saying that, charity is always great. Yes, it is. But you got to also understand what is charity being done. What is the charitable act? Now, in saying that, what he just said is going to shed light more on what I'm about to say about my little thing of what. See, I don't even really know much about those different programs before now. I really looked into this program in per se because no one has been able to buy any property downtown since I've probably been born. You know what I mean? So it's a long time. Whoa, hey, I'm trying to come at me.
No, actually,
Yeah, I'm talking about my age though.
right, but actually, people have had opportunities, but didn't get it. Because I done talked to a few people who had opportunity to get certain property downtown, but didn't get it because wasn't up on it and thought that the city was never gonna do nothing.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so I know some people that could have bought parking lots.
Right.
And
Right.
and now they be like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, so boom. Let me put y'all on path right quick because I told y'all this type of fun you can have with your clothes on. Whoa. And you're going to learn something over here then and now. You better bet that. So what we're going to do is we're going to reverse it then and we're going to bring it up to now. So we about to do real fast. So stick with me. 1964, what happened? Dr. Martin Luther King. What did he do? Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Civil Rights Bill. Yikes. Oh, we got freedom. Civil rights. We popping. We back in the mix. Let's get it. Black people, we can rock now. They feeling like we equal. Wait a minute. Hold on. What happened? Nah. The Civil Rights Bill, pay attention. It benefited Chaldeans, Arabs, Chinese, Nigerians, Kenyans, Japanese, Cambodian, Vietnamese, any one of these other ethnic groups besides African American, blacks, or whatever y'all want to call it, whatever y'all want to call yourself. I don't know. But the Civil Rights Bill in 1964, that's who it benefited. You know why? Because they was able to come into the country with whatever money they had, have a 7-year tax break where they didn't have to pay taxes for 7 years, and was eligible for all sorts of grants according to the Civil Rights Bill. Now, what did we do with the Civil Rights Bill that somewhat kind of drifted us? When I was born in the 70s, the 80s, early part, majority of everything was owned black in the neighborhoods. The stores, the candy store, the gas station, everything was black on 7 Mile that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you went, tire shop, it was all black owned. So we was able to also benefit off the Civil Rights Bill. But let me tell y'all the difference. That 7-year period of no taxes, and then I could pass it off to a relative that just came here, changed the name up, and it keep going. We wasn't privy to that because we was bona fide citizens of America. So y'all see how that break down and how the pesos go that way and the pesos just kind of like stay here? All right, let me keep on going here. In Detroit, what people don't realize is we have a few major resources. I'm talking about we have one of the best resources probably in the world. Matter of fact, it is the most, it's the most amazing benefit that we have here in Detroit in the world. And a lot of people don't probably know this. And believe it or not, it's the salt mines.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
It's the salt mines. Nowhere on earth does this happen but here. And the irony of the salt mines are, and the reason why they're so important, is because you can use the salt mines to actually time code and carbon date time. However long the salt has been formulating, you can actually dictate how long life and existence of Earth has actually been. And you only can do that here. And for that to happen, what y'all don't know is the Great Lakes didn't exist. Michigan used to be a volcano. Wow, he didn't know that either. A volcano erupted and will cause the Great Lakes to happen. And would also, guess what, y'all? Gave Detroit the salt mines. Yikes! Whoa! You gonna learn something over here.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. I don't even know if Mary knew that. Anywho, I know Mary, I'm just messing with you. But anywho, listen. What you got to understand how important this is. Not to mention we got the wild cherries, only place in Earth that grow those also, because of the climate change in the Earth shift when the volcano erupted. We got the perfect lineup with the equator and the ecosystem while we grow wild cherries up here. That's Michigan though. That's a Michigan fun fact. That's why, you know what I mean, the only place on earth that got wild cherries. So if you find yourself kind of craving cherries or something like that, like God damn, or you find yourself not craving cherries, that's the reason why, because we got abundance of it. So you might not be like, I'm not really a cherry person, because we got cherries crazy. Yeah, everybody else is like, oh, we not. Right. Cherry is not a big thing to a Michigander, not at all. But let me get off into this Dan Gilbert and tell you why that business thing is correlating to now. So boom. So you got that historical fact. Now, y'all remember the Civil Rights Bill, 7 years tax. Woo. Now you come all the way up to now with the $500 million grant with the opportunity to buy the properties downtown. Now, you think in your head, well, dang, Dan, you came through like a tsunami. You ran everybody out from these places when the rent was somewhat moderate and affordable. Y'all ran everybody out down here. And then y'all left the joints empty.
Right.
They wasn't doing nothing. Then we come up with this draft a couple years ago. Boom. We bust all these joint opens. Everybody got businesses dying. We giving out grants. We giving out grants. What he just said. We giving out grants where you can get your business down here. We need your tax code, see how much money you bringing in, what your profits is your business sustainable to even be downtown. They had that program going on. You gotta watch the hand, because sometimes it get a little tricky. So boom, that was for the draft. So boom, draft over with, guess what happened? Buildings back empty. Wow, damn, what happened? Damn. Now you can't tell me that we know and you know that those drafts and those Super Bowls and all that type of stuff be already charted out for years upon time. So they knew that the draft was going to be here 10 years before it was even here.
Right.
You can't tell me Dan ain't know that. He worked $3-4-8 billion. He know everything. Know more than me for sure. But I'm going to tell you what you don't know that I know, Dan. This grant thing with these buildings or whatever, why you want to sell them. First of all, due to the real estate market, they're overvalued. That's first of all. Let's start there. They're overvalued. Way overvalued. That's first of all. Let's start there, Dan. Second, you can't do nothing with them. With all the Rocket Financial and all the goddamn mortgages and all the goddamn teleprompts and telecars and all that, when you got the Cavaliers and you can't even do nothing with them buildings. They had everything down there, Blizz. They had everything down there at them buildings. Everything that been down there, y'all. If you're a Detroiter, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not from Detroit, you listen to it. I'm talking about they done tried everything down there. All types of people like that. What is this? Where they come from? We have never had this ever in life. I say they pretty good too, and I'm not dissing y'all. But they got a Detroit donut company downtown. You seen that? Detroit donut. What is a Detroit donut? What is that? What is that? I don't know. But
You know if it come from, you know, I don't know if it came from Dilla, because you know Dilla liked the donuts. I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody might have, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's just all types of wild stuff going on around the city, man, that you can really see where the grift coming in at. And that's what I'm peeping about this whole Dan Gilbert situation. He can't do nothing with the buildings. He done tried everything. God damn, it ain't roll. The dice ain't rolling.
So he said, I'm going to put a program together and push these
Sell this
buildings.
bull crap.
Right. And get my money off of them buying these buildings.
I hooked that. What is that? What was that? I did that. You plug it back in. What is that?
That's the charger, nigga.
Oh, okay. I did that when I was doing that. But yeah, though, so you got to understand when you're looking at a situation, don't just look at the good. And I tell people this all the time. All the time. A lot of time it's great to find out why certain things is happening. No doubt. No doubt. That's cool. That's cool. But why you're finding out the why it's still going on. It's already happened. So what you need to focus on is the how. How is this happening? Don't focus on why it happened because it already happened. Why is past tense? Oh, wow. It already happened. Ask yourself, how is it continuously going on? How is it continuously happening? This is the pressure we can actually put on Mary. Now, this is the pressure we can really put on Mary because she is the acting mayor right now while this is going on. If Doogie was off up in there, this is the same type of pressure that will go on him. There's no doubt. Who's ever in control, she's been elected, so this is her job. This ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Shoot no shots or nothing like that. I know I joke and talk about Mayor Sheffield, but she is definitely in charge. So, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to understand this is something that she can actually do something about with those properties. Now,
Definitely.
the next thing is, okay. I don't know about this one, my G. Louisiana, Shreveport, what is y'all on down there? Whoa, good Lord.
Right.
So, you think, let's see, I don't even want to say the nigga name, but I got to, because you don't see this type of stuff happening from a dude with this kind of name. I've never heard the name Shamari associated with something this heinous and this graphic. Now, let me give y'all a full understanding of what was going on in his brain that day and his actions that took place, because we have a segment called Men's Mental Health Thursday. And we need y'all, man, to really lock in because some set this guy off. Some set him off, unbelievably. Now, Shamari, Shreveport, Louisiana, ex-Army Reserve, in between jobs since he had been in reserves for 7 years. He has approximately 7 children. 7 children. And out of the 7 children, he also has, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 baby mothers. Because the kids' last names was his and also another name, Pugh. That was the last name, other name I seen, Pugh, and his last name, which I can't really recall right now. I know his first name is Shamari. But that's not the point of the conversation. The incident. So, in said domestic dispute, from what they saying on the news, Shamari gets into altercation with another young lady, haven't released her name yet, and she's still listed in critical condition. Bongs her at her residence. Yeah. See, that's what y'all out there didn't get this. Y'all probably didn't get all this. So listen carefully. He bongs her at her residence.
Right.
Leaves said resident. Goes to another resident where his baby mother was at with the 8 children.
Right.
Bangs the baby moms. bangs 8 children, unalive and 7, aging from the ages of 1 to 14. Wild work. Now, y'all see the timeline. Then in said fact, he then turns, leaves out of the residence with a baby mother and the children unalive or heinously shot. Leaves said resident, carjacks a person, go on a high-speed chase from the police, shootout incurs with police, unalive Mr. Shamari at the end of the day. This all happened on goddamn April 19th, 2026. Documented. And that's got to be some of the most, ain't the stuff I ever seen in my life. A 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old? Like, come on, man, you bugging. Wild work, man. And my thing is this: psychology, men's mental health. I don't care what it is. That type of extreme hate, hurt, anger only resides in a person such as. That's something that education can't explain. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm here to tell you, the Dr. Fields and the doctor such and such and such and such, they gonna give you all these medical terms.
They can't tell you what was in that man's head, what he went through to make him unalive. The two women, or the one woman.
The 2 women is in critical condition.
Right. Well, unalive the 8 kids though.
But hold on, the 2 women is in critical condition, y'all. But that ain't because he lack of trying. God dang it, they just in critical condition because they fighting. But go ahead.
Yeah, just to, you know what I mean, from children. Like, Jesus Christ, that got to be the most, man. Like, you can't even sit up there and even say what, they're gonna try to come up with anything, try to solve it and be the hero.
Yeah, and see, my thing is, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all about. I see a lot of black people now saying like, we should have been going to psychologists and this and that. Nah, I'm gonna tell you about going to them psychologists. People tend to lie. Let me tell y'all that. One thing I can tell you about life in its full existence: if you met a human being, you met a liar. Period. It's human nature. There's no way of getting around it. So, in saying that, a lot of people go into these psychologists or whatever, and they say stuff or whatever, and when they say these things or whatever, a lot of this stuff be fallacies, and it be all over the top. It don't even be the truth. So when the psychologists actually chart that and actually start trying to see a pattern of it, it turns to something that it's not even real. So, in saying that, we as a people need to start entrusting with each other. See, that's the problem I told y'all about weeks ago. As a matter of fact, that was on men's mental health. I might have said about trusting. We as a people got to start entrusting in one another, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to unify.
Right.
The unity that we're looking for, we already unified, believe it or not. Y'all don't even know it. We move in the same direction all the time, and y'all don't even realize it. Y'all just so caught up in, I'm doing my own thing. No, you're not. You're doing everything that everybody else doing. You like Louis, Gucci, and Prada too. So get the heck out of it. You ain't doing nothing different. And if you ain't into that, you into the other thing. You into cars. It's the same cycle, man. So you just knock it off. Anywho, trust, y'all, trust. And I'm saying that to y'all because I don't think people understand why the black man is like that. I don't understand that. I don't understand why they don't understand why the black man is like that. The reason why trust is such an issue with black people is because for 400 to 500 years, we've been told that we are not trustworthy. With nothing, with this, with that. And we still being told that, not blatantly, but subliminally to our faces now. In this day and age, in 2026, can you believe that? Well, right. So I just said 400 to 500 years, and we still 2026. Discrimination, racism still exists. Ain't went nowhere.
Right.
And can you imagine the people being told that for this many years? So it's not the fact that I don't trust you, it's the fact that I don't trust myself.
Right, because over the years of something being in some type of pattern or something being displayed or taught psychologically, but not just like I'm teaching you this, but they seeing and how you communicate. So people, like back in the day, they used to say, "Hey, never look a white man in his eyes." You know what I mean? When you see a white man, you put your head down. So that type of, make you feel inferior of that until you get the Malcolms and the Martins and you know what I mean, like, and then you have a different view. But yeah, go ahead.
But no, you're right.
No, yeah. So that's So as we get to up here into this day and age, we still had them characteristics in us, and we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our brother. We think everybody is out to get us, even when you have people that don't trust nobody because they've been messed over by some of everybody, but when they get somebody in their life that's really for them, they gon' make stuff up in their mind not to trust you because everybody done messed over them. So when somebody generally comes to help them, they sabotage you because that's what they used to.
Yeah, and it spills over into the dating world with men and women. Men and women, you don't want to be happy. You think you want to be happy, but you do everything to sabotage it. You know what I mean? So being happy must not be a top of your priority. Well, and before we get up out of here, Thursday, I need y'all to tune in to Men's Mental Health Thursday because we're going to be talking about discipline and accountability. Heavy, y'all. I'm gonna try and get special guests on here so we can really go deep into this and let y'all know that on Men's Mental Health, we here for y'all, man. We here for y'all. Y'all tune into the chat, put something in the chat, let us know what's in for.
Come on the show.
Yeah, let us know.
We gotta have a round table, we got a couch table. You know what I mean? We can have and just chop it up, B.